What the fuck? What? Man, fuck, Lord Jesus Christ. All right, a lot of questions. I got a lot of questions. So, again, do you know how much this cost me? This is my literal favorite sword that I have right now. This shit weighs like 2 ounces. This shit is like perfectly balanced. Just off that. You know what I'm saying? I got all these other swords over here. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's fake. It's a fucking toy, man. That one's good. You know what I'm saying? Then I got other shit too, man. I got other shit. Let's go over here for a second. Let's check some shit out. See that guy right there? Man, I cut the fuck out of myself with that guy. Oh, look. Lord Jesus Christ. Then I got other people up here. I got motherfuckers up here. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of blades up there, dude. There's a blade right down here and there. Whoever it was that said to me, why do you need so many blades? Well, you'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, hot chips. I still have, these are all eaten, but these ones here I'm saving because, you know, I'm going to eBay them for like $10,000 each. You know what I'm saying? So, what I wanted to consider is something to me that makes absolutely zero fucking sense. It's something called the national debt. And theoretically, like, that's the amount of money that the United States of America owes. And I'm going to just put the period there because that's the question. Who do we owe it to? You know what I mean? Because right now, dude, we're in the spot where, and unfortunately, the guy that's sitting at the top of our country is not really capable of dealing with this type of situation. But okay, so there's a thing called the petrodollar, and that's the idea that anytime anybody buys oil, they have to use U.S. It basically means we're the world economy. Everybody knows this. Here's what's fucked up. China's been making some moves, and when I say moves, I mean when the president of France is on board with China, somebody done fucked up somewhere, and it ain't that dog barking out there. It's fucking like, it's some real shit going on. And I think that fucking everybody in the world knows that Joe Biden is basically a corpse. He's basically weekend at Biden's, bro. You feel me? But let me get to a bigger question, because this is not just Biden. This is every one of the goddamn presidents. And that includes everybody. Maybe you think that guy was good. Maybe you think that, no. $23 trillion in debt. Who are we in debt to? $23 trillion. First of all, is it measured in dollars? Measured in rupees. Hey, how about this? Measured in some fictitious fucking, like, don't worry about it. I'm being redundant. $23 trillion, and we owe that to who? I think, here's what I'm going to say. I think you're being lied to. I think we're all being lied to. And I think that I'm building the fucking shit. I've been working mostly on the back end of it, like toward the back. Try to build it up on the back and try to keep the facade, because I can't block the TV. You feel what I'm saying? No, dude. It's just, shit just happens, man. You know, shit just happens. I didn't try to kill myself. Fuck you. No, I didn't cut myself neither. Well, I didn't cut myself with one of these. That's all I'm going to say. Man. This universe is going to hell, man. Between all the bullshit, man. Come on now. $23 trillion in debt to who? Look it up. You're going to be surprised. It's not what you think it is. It's largely a fucking figment of people's imaginations. But then again, when you go too far into that, you get into MMT, modern monetary theory, which is just basically that. And actually, it's going to surprise you. I actually think modern monetary theory is correct, largely, because what it basically says is it's all an illusion. And as long as you just keep the fucking shit running around, it doesn't matter what the fucking number on it is, because it's all real. It's all real. We're dealing with, and that's where the left. See, MMT, if fucking the Republicans or the right picked up MMT, they would immediately understand why it works. It works because money is effectively an illusion, which is why when there's a run on a bank or some shit like that, that's why it's problematic. And that's why we saw that whole thing that happened, when it happened, like, what was it, a month ago or some shit? That type shit can happen. If everybody wants to, because it's fractional lending, so they can lend out, I don't know what, 10 times more than they have. So they have $1,000, they loan out $10,000 or whatever. This is 10 times, right? Then all of a sudden, everybody comes back and wants their $1,000 back. And all of a sudden, you don't have shit. That's the problem with it. We all get along by collectively believing in the illusion, which means that a lot of the monetary policy or the economic policy is going to be political and or psychoanalytical and or psychological and or disinformation and or misinformation and or deep state and or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be manipulated. Your mind is going to be controlled. So you're going to be basically led to believe that you need to stay a hamster in the motherfucking wheel, nigga. You feel me? And that's fine, because that's the way it all works. Because if enough hamsters crash through that wheel, guess what happens? There's going to be a lot of poop everywhere. And you know what? Fine. I'm like I said, I'm ready for either situation. You feel me? But yeah, $23 trillion in debt. Trillion. You can't even write that number out. Try it. You're going to get confused. You're going to be like, okay, so I just start from the right, and then I go to the left. So I get 0, 0, 0, and then I put a comma, and then, okay, that's 1,000. Then I do 0, 0, 0, and that's a comma, and that's 100,000. 0, 0, 0, that's a comma, it's a million. This shit, right? Just like fucking second grade mathematics, dude. Try to write out a trillion. You're going to get fucking confused. You're going to be like, wouldn't that like solve all the problems in the world if that was real money? Wouldn't it? Like if it was real money, not just like a number on a sheet somewhere. Because that's really what it is. It's a number on a sheet. What do you want me to say, man? You want me to lie to you? Tell you it's not? Yeah, I know it sucks. It sucks. But like I tell everybody, only one team wins every year. Everybody else gets stabbed through the fucking... Dude. And like, the dude that asked me where I get these from, it's called TrueSwords.com. And honestly, this one cost me $40. That's it. The stiletto actually cost me more. That cost me about $80. This was like $40, man. And this is like, honestly, if I had to rate this against, I think my absolute best sword, my absolute favorite is going to be this guy right here. That's the guy I bought for Michael. And then this guy wrapped him back up, but that's my katana. But I love all of them. But this guy right here, he's got to be number 2. It's just because of the weight. The weight behind it. It's just so, dexterous. Like if I hold it here, like everything is just, it's a solid piece of steel wrapped. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'll readjust. And just the ambience on it. It's so beautiful. It has it does have a long hilt. The hilt is somewhat long, but that leads to the balance. I mean, you see all the air holes. Well, they're not air holes, they're blood holes, but whatever. We all know what's up. And the rips and the pulls, everything. The pull off right there. And you see, I ain't playing. That's on the back side. That's the front side right here. It's almost like it almost looks like I'm doing a split screen, because you can't even fucking see it. This cost me like what, $40? This was shit. I'm like, and that's my favorite one. When I hold it, I can feel it. That's 100% steel. Sorry, gotta keep wiping my fucking arm. And look at all the fucking details on there. That's a thumb hole, obviously. And those are, thumb. You got a thumb here where my finger's stuck, and then you got the fingers there. The wraparound. That's to do the deed, like I told you all before. You want to run somebody through, you're gonna have to put two hands on it, bro. You ain't gonna be able to just like, hey, beep, boop. Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, is it gonna be a video where I chop down the fucking... No, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, 23 trillion. And everything else, and all the fucking... Everything else is coming with the whole fucking package. The racism, the trans thing, the fucking everything, the inflation, the everything. You're gonna have to buy electric vehicles now. You're gonna have to pay $60,000 to drive. Otherwise, you're gonna make 15-minute cities. Look that shit up. Everything is fucking going to shit in a handbasket. And guess what? What's basket in my hands? Blades. These things like look, dude. If I fucking that's called. You know what that's called? That's called decapitation, bro. Look into it. Anywho, thanks, man. Wait, that wasn't by request, was it? No, because I killed everybody. All these other fuckers, like, it was on this one dude's channel. I forget who it was. Actually, it was James Lindsay's channel, who's actually the only guy that I still pay money to. It wasn't him. It was his fanboys. Because a lot of them are Christian. So I had to destroy this guy on... Wait, this is the bonus half. Real quick, I had to destroy this guy on whether or not who lied in the Garden of Eden. And I said, God lied, the serpent told the truth. And he's just fucking trying to apologetics me, this, that, and the third. He's writing me fucking like entire pages of fucking text and shit like that. And I'm just replying in like, a paragraph or less, maybe 2 sentences, And they always get mad when you call it a comic book. But guess what? It's a fucking comic book, dude. Anywho, I'm done here. They're going to time me out anyway, so adios, amigo.